One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
We've been talking a lot about dentists because Kyle tends to think there might be a dentist conspiracy because she was told she has a cavity and she doesn't have any pain. Sarah is a dental assistant. Now, a lot of people have been calling up saying, oh, I believe it. That's definitely what's going on. But Sarah, you have inside scoop.
I do. So one of the main things that I have a problem with in dentistry here in Arizona is that you don't have to be a dentist to own a dental practice. And so a lot of these new dentists who are coming out and working for corporate dentists, they have to maintain a certain quota per day. So that could be one reason why you're getting this information. Another thing that I like to think of is that dentistry is a lot like football. So there's two different approaches to win a game. So you may have some people that are a little bit more proactive and they're going to push for that. But obviously money is always a bottom line. So I always suggest getting a second opinion as well.
That's some inside scoop right there. Do you know, Kyle, is your dentist one of those corporate dentists?
No.
He's not.
No, it's an actual dentist that owns the
like
practice.
Like a family dentist, like the dude's
Yeah, and that's the guy
that
I trust. I've known him for 15 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
now maybe
I would trust
going through a divorce.
Trust an owner operator. Yeah.
He needs the money. He's going through divorce, and now he's got cavities out.
He's still very happily married.
But now you need to raise an eyebrow still. Your questioning is
no, but the thing is, if he was the one that told me, yeah, you do have a cavity, I'd be like, okay, take care of it right now.
Oh, it was the other guy.
But it's the fact that it's a new dentist that I haven't worked with before that makes me go, I don't know.
Yeah. if they have an X-ray, you should ask for the X-ray, and you should see a little dark spot on the X-ray. And so there's an enamel layer and there's a dentin layer. And if it's in the enamel, some doctors will say, you know what, let's wait and watch it because you can reverse that with different types of treatments and stuff. So, you can educate yourself as well by, looking at dental X-rays and what should mine look like and, things like that too. So, you can be your own advocate for yourself too by just a little information. So
you're right.
Good stuff, Sarah. Thank you so much. And thanks for listening.
Yeah, you guys are great. Love you.
Love you too. Hey, Brian, what do you got on the dentist thing?
So I went to the dentist a couple of months ago and they said I had 5 cavities. And they showed me the images and everything, but I didn't want to get my teeth drilled. Started brushing my teeth with iodine over the last 2 months, and the cavities are gone.
Iodine?
Wow.
How does that work?
Iodine.
But who told you the cavities were gone? The same dentist?
Well, no, I can look at them. I just looked in the mirror, and there's no...
Brian might be crazy, everyone.
I gargle with gasoline, and now I don't feel anything.
I also don't have any teeth.
But
they all dissolve.
It's pretty crazy. Apparently, I saw it on Instagram or TikTok or something that cavities are caused by bacteria, and the iodine kills that bacteria and gives your mouth a chance to heal.
First of all,
I never knew that your teeth could heal.
I think we need a disclaimer. Hold on, we need a disclaimer that we are not professional medical people, and in Brian we're not saying go do iodine.
Right, but there is a lot online about how like people don't think cavities can heal, but they can apparently.
John Jane Rich, here's a text. John Jane Rich, stop allowing non-professionals to give medical advice on the radio. Some lady calling in saying her son did the research on a dairy product can reverse dental damage is plain wrong. See a professional. Trust a professional. Don't trust Brian.
Brian is like, I'm not here giving you advice. I'm just telling you what worked for me.
Yeah.
Iodine in your mouth sounds like a bad idea.
It does, though, Brian. It really does.
We need iodine in our bodies anyway, and hardly any foods that we eat have it anymore.
Right.
So.
Thanks, Brian. Have a great day. Mary, you got dentist things?
Yes. Hi, this is Mary. I actually know a few people that work in the dentist's office. So I kind of wanted to explain what I was told is when you're getting ready to form a cavity, some dentist office will actually treat it as a cavity, whereas other dentist office will say it's a watch, so with proper care, it won't turn into a cavity. So, I've had people tell me, hey, the dentist wants to get a cavity filled, but don't get it done because, it's not actually a cavity. You know, it should actually just be something to watch and make sure that you continue to brush so it doesn't turn into a cavity. So just something to keep in mind. It's not always fully cavity. It's just that they do see something that could turn into a cavity, and they're
Good point. Good point. Thank you, Mary. Good morning, John, Jane, Rich. Can I help you?
So I went to, my experience was the opposite way. So I had a bunch of pain, and I went to my dentist that I've been going to for years, and they're like, oh, it's just you clenching your jaw, you know, wear your night guard, blah, blah, blah. Then it came to, like, the weekend. It was, like, a Saturday, and I was, like, in excruciating pain, and I was like, this is not just from clenching my jaw. This is ridiculous. And so I went to a different dentist on the weekend, and they did a CT, and they're like, oh, my gosh, you have this huge abscess. You need surgery. And I had to have, like, massive surgery where they had to do, like, a bone graft and everything.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, how do you miss that? So, like, my experience was the opposite way, where they were just like, yeah, you have nothing. When it
Don't worry
was,
about it. Go home. You're
crazy.
fine.
You're fine.
Right? It's crazy.
See, Kyle, maybe you have an abscess. Look at the bright side.
She's not in pain.
I'm good now. I'm good.
Good.
Hey, thank you so much for listening. Your mouth sounds great. Whatever they took out of your mouth, I mean, you can enunciate. It's clear. It doesn't sound like there's anything growing in there.
It's the absence of an abscess.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, real quick, there's a video going viral of two twins. They're 28 years old, and they never knew if they were identical or fraternal twins, right? Because usually fraternal twins, you guys know, it's two eggs that are fertilized by two sperm at the same time. Identical twins is when one egg splits in half from one sperm.
Okay.
Right? So, but sometimes fraternal twins can look alike. Sometimes fraternal twins don't look alike. So these two, they're 28 years old. They're trying to find out if they are identical twins or not.
No matter what it says, we're still twins.
Yeah, it doesn't change that. Oh, God, I don't want to look.
Ready? Based on testing results obtained from the DNA listed, the probability of twin monozygosity is 99.9999998. Assumed likelihood that they are identical twins is 530,260,710 to 1.
So just in case it was hard to figure out, the sisters are identical twins.
That's sweet.
It'd be funny if they find out that the guy that is their dad isn't their real dad.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.